think I'm kind of trying to figure that out myself. And I think it's okay not to know. We spend our entire lives trying to figure out who we really are, and then we change. And then we figure it out, and then we change again. And I think that's the most constant, right? I'm constantly changing, constantly evolving, and I'm hoping that everyone's still curious about me as I keep doing that. And I remember my mother telling me this really young, that women should be financially independent. It doesn't matter who your father is, doesn't matter who your husband is going to be, doesn't matter who your brother is, doesn't matter who the man in your life is. You need to be responsible for your finances and be financially independent. No one is going to tell you, here's an opportunity, go make something of yourself. You're going to do it for you, because people are only going to try and take it away. And it's so important for us to be able to empower each other in everyday life. We don't have to conquer the world. You don't have to be the only person who reaches space. Like, you don't have to have crazy wild ambitions. You just have to find your power and to say that, oh, I can do this too. I don't have to create like this crazy opportunity for me to thrive. You can thrive in anything you choose. Just have to find that confidence within yourself. And how do you find that confidence? By telling yourself that your flaws are fine. No one is perfect. None of us. We all have bad days, and that's fine. We have this crazy standard, especially with the internet, where everything has to be perfect all the time, and we have to look perfect or to behave perfect. We have to say the right things. Everyone screws up, and that's all right. Laugh through it, don't take yourself too seriously, and make sure that you don't live for someone else's validation. It's your validation. So every generation of women somehow has to fight for the right of empowerment for the next generation of women. How many of you drive? Do you remember there was a time when women couldn't? Today, we don't even think about it because those women fought for us. So how many of us vote as females? There was a time we couldn't. Now we don't even think about it. So we, as women, everyone in this room and everyone in this world has a responsibility to our future daughter, to our future granddaughter, to change the world in a way where they don't have to think about lack of opportunity. They don't have to think about diversity. Diversity shouldn't even be a conversation. It should be normal. And that's the world we will create for our daughters, for our kids. We will create men that empower the girls around them. We will create men that respect the girls around them and create a legacy for their children going forward. And I think that's our responsibility, and we need to take that really, really seriously. It's fine to like someone appreciating you. It's fine to have, a guy or a girl or whoever's in your life telling you that you're beautiful. I love it when I'm told I'm beautiful or I'm feeling myself. It's great to hear that. Confidence is your best accessory. There is nothing else you need. The only thing you need to wear well is your confidence. Confidence truly is the key to getting ahead in life. If you believe in yourself, the world will believe in you. Because perception is reality. I don't think confidence is something that you are born with. I don't think confidence it's a skill set. And I had no confidence growing up. As a child, I had very low self-esteem. Confidence is something I taught myself over the years. I started becoming okay with who I am. I became the best version of me. And then I sort of said, I'm okay, I'm all right. Your flaws are fine. No one is perfect. None of us. Whatever you might want to be, that is the best version of you. So you drop stuff around, or you are clumsy and you're a klutz, but it's you. And that's what makes you special. We are going through our problems as a world right now because that's what we do. Because we put people in boxes, because we stereotype, because we say everyone who's like this will be like that. But not in my experience. Nothing is a straight line. And we need to stop looking in the world like that. Diversity shouldn't even be a conversation. It should be normal. This one little planet that we have, which in this big universe is really tiny. So we should stop giving ourselves so much importance and saying, oh, well, you're better than me or I'm better than you. We all are basically humanity. And let's go back to that and bring compassion and kindness into beauty and not be so hard on ourselves or other people. And it's so important for us to be able to empower each other. Life can never be safe. And if it's safe, it's not worth living. It really isn't. You have to take risks. Risks are so important in evolution. Playing it safe, yeah, you can have an existence, but you'll never be someone who's a trailblazer. I'm not someone who rests on my failures. I believe that they are a natural part of life, and failure will happen to every single person, and what you do after failure, that makes you the person that you will become. I've always said that I'm ambitious, and that's my sense of purpose, is my drive, is my contribution to the arts. That's where I feel like I'll have most purpose. And that's just my quest, is always that, to push the envelope. I don't really have regrets, but I have to say, I think my biggest achievement, I feel, is honestly the ability to get over my fears. I'm usually emotional and I get affected by a lot of things, and I know I come across as this tough, sassy, witty thing, but I do think that is a big part of keeping myself protected and surviving. I've always had to do it for myself. There's not been anyone who's held a safety net for me in all the decisions that I've taken. So I think my biggest achievement is to trust my feet, to trust my legs, to trust my instinct, and say, even if I fall, it's okay, it'll be my mistake. There's only one you, okay? Because there's no one like you. And I don't mean the superficial parts. I'm talking about the core of you, who you are inside, your values, your beliefs, your flaws. And once you understand who really that person is, you would have taken the first step in finding your unique self. And that is the best version of you. Who am I really? Most often, we don't allow ourselves the ability to dream beyond our imagination. We don't allow ourselves to think about the future because we are afraid of change. We are afraid to move away from what is familiar. Either that, or sometimes, we are too rigid to let our dreams evolve. Just loosen up, shake it off a little bit. Change is the only constant thing in life, and you are never too old or never too experienced to learn something new. To be able to be and achieve your dreams, be fearless. Funny thing, these opportunities, they don't come very often. They come far and few in between. But when they do we recognize them? Our job is to recognize them and make the most of them. I look back on all the things that I've done and I marvel at the opportunities that came my way. More like the universe sort of guiding me towards these opportunities. All I had to do was recognize them and make sure I worked so hard that I squeezed every drop out of these opportunities. This, ladies and gentlemen, is called drive. It's called ambition. Be greedy. Be greedy for your ambitions. Be hungry for it. Don't live on someone else's benchmarks. I've always believed that you have to take risks, calculated, educated risks, to evolve. Because if you've not truly explored the full extent of your possibilities, you'll always remain stagnant. I think people confuse discipline with punctuality sometimes, but that's not what discipline is. Discipline is being prepared. Discipline is riyaz. Discipline is training. Discipline is learning. Discipline is knowing that if I'm going to do a job, I'm going to give it my 120%, otherwise I'm not going to do it. One mistake can cause a big butterfly effect. Learn to be like water. Adaptable, fit into any vessel, have a sense of calm, have a sense of patience, but ambition is extremely important. And I don't just say this to girls, I say this to boys and girls. Just everyone who wants to be able to have a purpose in life, have an ambition, have the guts to find your glory. Excellence is the pursuit of my life in anything that I do. My ambition gives me purpose. And I think purpose is very important in life. You have to have a sense of purpose. Whatever that might be, it could be your children, it could be your family, it could be your career, it could be anything. I think my purpose is the pursuit of excellence in anything that I do. I don't like doing anything less than perfect. I want them to say that I left behind a legacy.